If you guys are just getting started with payment processors or with dropshipping and are looking for a payment processor or don't know much about it, I suggest you guys keep on watching. But first, make sure to leave a comment down below with the questions you might have towards shipping or towards any payment processors, and I'll pick one of you guys out to help out. And I'll also make videos based off the questions that you guys leave down below. So let's go ahead and get back into talking about payment processors. Now, the most common are Shopify payments, also known as Stripe. Shopify payments, it's only for the US, and then Stripe is for the rest of the world. And then we have PayPal. Most people outside the US will end up using PayPal. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys real quick. If you're using PayPal to accept payments, you're putting your business in risk because PayPal doesn't really like to work with dropshipping businesses. So what's gonna end up happening is after 2 to 3 months after accepting payments, they will end up limiting your account for one of two reasons. Either you have too many complaints from customers who haven't received their products, or you're getting lots of sales, which means that you have a lot of money going into your PayPal. And because you're receiving a significant amount of money on your account, you'll be placed on hold and up for review. And if they determine that you're drop shipping, they'll shut you down because they don't want to risk it with you. They just view you as a high risk investment. So what this means is that you're going to get your account closed and they're going to put all your money on hold up to 180 days. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're just going to have to wait the 180 days for you to receive the money. Although one of the things you can do to try to prevent this is make sure you constantly communicate back and forth with your customer, letting know what's going on with the shipping time and everything. But it gets a little bit harder once you start growing because you're going to have a lot more customers to deal with, and it's just going to become a lot harder to keep track of them and just constantly email them. So this is why I'm constantly recommending you guys avoid PayPal if you can. If not, then obviously that's going to be your only option. But if you can avoid PayPal, go with an actual merchant provider or Stripe for that matter. That would be fine. It's not the best out there, but it's better than PayPal. So let me quickly go over Stripe real quick. Stripe isn't the best option, like I said, but it's better than using PayPal because once you get banned from PayPal, it's a pain in the ass to get back in it. And with Stripe, on the other hand, once you get your account closed down, it's a lot easier to set up a new one, but you just have to have the right information. And apart from the Stripe accounts being a lot easier to set up once you've been shut down, they also seem to last a lot longer than my PayPal's. I'm not constantly running into issues like I am with PayPal. With that said, you still run the risk of getting your Stripe account shut down and having them hold your money. But the good thing is that they don't hold it for as long as PayPal. The only thing that sucks with Stripe is that they have different times. In one account, you might get a hold for 30 days, in another 90 days, and then you might have another account that they release the money right away. And from my experience, if you get shut down due to fraud, they hold your money for 90 days. And if you get shut down because they don't feel comfortable with you, they just see your business as kind of sketchy or too much of a risk, they either put your account on hold for 30 days or they hold your money for 30 days or they just release it right away. And if you guys get shut down due to having too many chargeback, you either get placed on hold for 90 days or they release the money right away, which is a little bit weird for it. Like it's either 90 days or right away. So it's kind of weird. But like I said, Stripe is better than PayPal. It's still not the best option out there. The best option in my opinion would be using Authorize.net or just using any type of merchant provider. So let's head over to Shopify so I could show you some of the merchant providers that are available for you guys to use. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to Shopify. Once we're here, we're going to go down to settings, and then from settings, we're going to go over to payment providers. Now, once we're here, we're going to go ahead and select add a provider. Oh, make sure if you guys are not using PayPal or don't plan to use PayPal, make sure to just deactivate this. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and add a provider. This is for Shopify payments. This is only gonna appear here for those that are inside the US. If you're outside the US, you're gonna get something completely different, or well, not completely different, but you guys are gonna get, you guys are gonna be provided with Stripe payments, not Shopify payments. By the way, they're powered by Stripe, so it's kind of like the same thing. So we're gonna go ahead and select third party. We go ahead and select the provider. Now, the ones that I recommend or the ones that work for me is Authorize.net, which is more of like a payment gateway. Then the other one is, where is it? CyberSource and Merchant eSolutions. Those are the ones that seem to work. Now, keep in mind that just because I got approved to them or I got approved by them doesn't mean you're gonna get approved by them also. What matters or what they take in consideration is not only if you're drop shipping, but what are you drop shipping? Some products are more risky than others. So not only is it gonna come down to drop shipping or if you're drop shipping, but it's also gonna come down to what you're selling. So make sure you sell something that is not too risky. One thing you could do is before you apply, call up the business or call up the merchant provider and ask them if they support that type of business. So that's a good thing. You could call ahead of time so you won't waste any time applying and then getting rejected. You guys could go ahead and call before you even apply so you could see whether or not your business would be a good fit for that company. Now, I haven't called every company in here. The one that I would definitely stay away from is Cayenne. They're the ones that blacklisted or matched me, and they pretty much are really sensitive. For example, I had some digits misplaced. My old address was 4505 and I put 4545. And they saw that as sketchy. They just got really frightened, I suppose, and they blacklisted me. It's really easy to get blacklisted with Cayenne, so I would stay away from them. Some of the other ones that I wasn't approved for was Ignite Payments. That's another one. First Data, Pay Easy, and Chase. I was not approved for them. Now, some of these I don't remember which ones exactly was that I contacted back then. I know I haven't contacted all of them, so you guys could go ahead and give them a try. Just stay away from Cayenne. And the ones that I personally recommend is Authorize.net, CyberSource, and where is it? Merchant eSolutions. That's what I would go for because I've had good success with it and I was approved by them. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind when applying to these, it's gonna take longer, or the process to start accepting payments might take a bit longer. They're gonna take probably 3 to 5 business days to review your account, get all the documents that they require and whatnot, and see if they approve you. So it does take a little bit more of time, but after you've done that and you've been approved, you're not in much of a risk to get rejected or to get your account shut down because they properly vetted you. Not like some of these other processors like Stripe or like PayPal that just, take your social security and your address and your phone number and that's it. And then after that, they start reviewing your account and they see that you're not a fit, so they shut you down. So that's why it takes a little bit longer to set up everything for these payment providers, because they do that first, so you won't run into that issue later on. So that's pretty much it when it comes to merchant providers. Just be careful if you're using PayPal. If you have no other option, I would just recommend to take care of your customers and constantly be in touch with them so you don't get chargebacks and so PayPal doesn't shut you down. And obviously, if you can, go ahead and apply for either Authorize.net, CyberSource, or Merchant eSolutions. So I'll see you guys in the next video.